Alright, this video is going to calculate dividends per share when we have cumulative preferred stock, which just means that our preferred stockholders will receive the dividends before the common stockholders. So the first thing that we have to do is calculate how much dividend do we want to give to the preferred stockholders each year. And that's promised to them in the description of the preferred stock. So it says 30,000 shares of $20 par, 3% cumulative preferred stock. So we're going to calculate the amount of dividends that we want to give out by saying number of shares times par value times percentage. So when we say 30,000 times $20 par times 0.03 for 3%, then we can see that we want to give out $18,000 worth of dividends. Amount we plan to give to preferred stockholders each year. That is, if we have enough dividends to give out. So let's come over here and see how much we have each year. So let's do year 1, year 2, and year 3. Alright, so first of all we need to see how much did we really give out. The problem has to tell us what's the actual amount that the board of directors declared. So in year 1 we gave out $10,000. So we need to see how we're going to divvy that up. Year 2, they gave out $45,000. Year 3, we gave out $100,000. So that's how much actual dividends we have to give out. Alright, so we know that we want to give preferred stockholders $18,000. We just calculated that number, but we can't because we're only giving out 10. So we're going to give the preferred all 10, and that leaves nothing left over for common. We can't give any to common. But the problem wants to know how much is that per share. So dividends per share for preferred, we're going to give them out $10,000. So we say equals $10,000. To get it per share, we just divide by the total number of preferred shares. The total number of preferred shares is given in that first line as $30,000. So 10,000 divided by 30,000 is going to be, and we need to see some decimals in order to see it, 33 cents. So that's how much they got. There wasn't any left over for the common stockholders, so they got 0 per share. And the dividends in arrears, we wanted to give them 18,000, but we can only give them 10,000. So the dividends in arrears is 18,000 minus 10,000. We still owe them $8,000. Let's go to year 2. So in year 2, we want to give the preferred stockholders the 18,000 that we owe them. We owe them 18,000 for this year, plus what we owe them from dividends in arrears. So in total, what we would like to give to the preferred stockholders is $26,000. So we look at year 2 and we see, do we have enough? Yeah, we gave out $45,000. So we can definitely give preferred everything we owe them, which is $26,000. That does leave some left over for common. So you're going to say 45 minus what went to preferred. 19,000 can go to common stockholders. Now we need to figure out how much is that per share. Well, how much are you giving preferred? 26,000. How many shares of preferred do you have? So you divide by 30,000. All right, we need to round that. 87 cents. And now for the common stockholders, how much dividends did you give to the common stockholders? Well, that was 19,000. Per share means divided by the number of common shares, so that's 100,000. And so that is 19 cents per share. We're all paid up. We don't have any that we owe the preferred, so there are no dividends in arrears. Let's look at year 3 now. For year 3, we want to give preferred stockholders the 18,000 that we always owe them. We don't have anything to add for arrears, so let's just give them the 18,000. So do we have any left over for common? Yes. 100 minus 18 is how much can go to common. And now we just need to divide by number of shares to get the dividends per share. So for preferred, it'll be the 18,000 divided by preferred number of shares, which is 30,000. Let's give it some decimals so we can read that number. 60 cents per share is how much they'll get. And then the common, well, we gave the common stockholders 82,000, and we'll divide that by 100,000 because that's how many shares of stock we have for those. And so that's 82 cents. So this is how you work a preferred stock cumulative problem to figure out how much of that dividend goes to preferred shareholders and how much of it goes to common shareholders. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.